When I was a kid, we would go to our local Italian restaurant a lot. And my go-to dish was always a creamy chicken pasta with mushrooms and bacon. It's one of those weeknight meals that you can really enjoy any day of the week. The first thing I'm going to do is make a white sauce. But instead of adding heavy, rich cream, I'm sneaking in cauliflower and cannellini beans as the main ingredients. These ingredients help to keep your weight in check. And it's also good if your kids have decided to get onto the white food diet. You can smack them with some nutrition without them even knowing it. Into a pan. I just have some drained cannellini beans, some butter, some finely chopped garlic, some white pepper. I love the flavour of white pepper, but it works extremely well in a white sauce, but you can use black pepper if you like. A small grating of nutmeg, not too much, and about a cup of water. Just helps the cauliflower to pan steam. Cover with a lid. And just let that cook for about 10 minutes, just stirring occasionally while I prepare some of the other ingredients. I have 300 grams of linguine pasta here, and that's all we really need. So the next thing I'll do is to slice up some mushrooms. I'm using Swiss brown because they're one of my favorites, but you can use your favorite mushroom, or even a mixture is nice. You would normally use 200 grams of mushrooms and more than double the amount of chicken, but I'm of course switching around those quantities. I've wiped these mushrooms with some paper towel. You don't want to rinse them with water because they end up absorbing it and becoming slimy. Just check the sauce. Ooh, very nice. Just want the cauliflower to be really tender when you pierce it with a fork. A couple more minutes. Okay, this pasta's done, so I'm just going to drain it and cool it down in cold water. There's actually 50% of your recommended daily intake of fibre in every serve of this dish. If you drain your pasta, cool it down underwater, and then reheat it again, your body starts to treat the pasta like fibre, and you end up absorbing less calories. Now for the chicken. I've got 250 grams of chicken breast that I've chopped up into smaller pieces to make it go a little bit further, but you can also use tenderloin. And I'm using chicken breast because it's a quick cook dish. Season with salt and pepper. You just want to cook the pieces until they're bright golden. They will continue to cook a little bit further on resting. So I take them out. Don't need long at all. Okay, so I'll get the mushrooms into the pan. You can cook the mushrooms in batches if your pan isn't too big, but I just like to get it in there so we can eat dinner sooner. Season with salt and a good crack of black pepper. While they're cooking away, I'm going to finish off my white sauce. So I have some finely grated parmesan here and some ricotta. This is going to make the sauce nice and creamy. And it also means it's gluten-free. Give it a good blitz. Give it a taste. I'm just going to give these mushrooms a bit more heat because there's a lot of moisture coming out. You don't want them to stew. While that's frying off for a minute, I'm just going to go to the garden and get some chives. Chop up the chives. You You don't have to add them, but I always like to have something green. I think the mushrooms are nice and golden now. Just turn down the heat a little. Return the chicken to the pan. And any resting juices. Pasta. And about 3 cups of the sauce. You can batch cook the sauce. Sometimes I freeze it. It's a really good one to have on hand. This dish is so convincing that I felt guilty when I was eating it the first time I made it. My dreamy, not so creamy chicken pasta.